For all of you that are fans of Chinese stocks like NIO and Alibaba, today was an interesting day with a surprise bump up in the prices of these stocks. I'm going to talk with you about the recent developments with the Chinese stocks, go over some congressional actions, and discuss whether it's time to get back into these stocks or continue to sit on the sidelines. Hi, I'm Tony DeNaro, and in July, I posted a video saying that I was getting out of all Chinese stocks due to some trouble that I saw brewing on the horizon. I did urge caution if you decided to stay in those stocks, and since then we've seen some major declines. Now, they did get a little bump up today, October 7th, but even with that slight increase, NIO is down over 21% since July, and Alibaba is down over 27%. Ticker symbol DIDI, D-I-D-I, is down over 50%. So what caused the bump up in prices today? There was an announcement that President Biden and President Xi from China will be holding a virtual summit before the end of this year, and that was enough to get people excited and spur the buying action in these Chinese stocks today. So is it time to take a nibble at Chinese stocks, or is it still too early? In my view, the bump up in the prices today may be a little bit of an emotional overreaction to the upside, because this is just an announcement of a talk. There was no actual framework about what is going to be discussed. While this planned talk between the two presidents is a positive step forward, in the meantime, trade tensions still remain high. China is doing flyovers with military jets over Taiwan. The Evergrande situation is far from over, which could potentially destabilize the entire Chinese financial market. Now, maybe most importantly, I do not want you to forget about the Holding Foreign Companies Accountable Act. This is critical. On September 22nd, the Public Company Accounting Oversight Board issued a final rule, which is a further step in implementing the Holding Foreign Companies Accountable Act. I'll link that in the description, but let's talk about the HFCAA just for 1 second in case you aren't familiar with that. The HFCAA was passed in December 2020 by Congress and signed into law, and it addresses auditing concerns of foreign companies, specifically Chinese companies, which have not always complied with U.S. standards for auditing procedures and visibility into their auditing reports. What will happen to companies that fail to comply with this new law for 3 years in a row is that they will be delisted from the U.S. stock exchanges. There is also a bill working its way through Congress to accelerate this deadline and have companies delisted in only 2 years if they fail to comply. So have these declines of 10, 20, 30, 50% that we've seen on Chinese stocks made them appetizing enough to take a nibble today? That all depends on your risk tolerance and your willingness to accept future red days, future declines on these stocks. If it turns out that the euphoria that bumped them up today is overdone, people realize that it's going to be some time before action happens between the presidents, between the countries, and there is a real potential risk that these stocks could decline further from today. Even if today was a turning point to the positive for these stocks, I don't want you to forget about the Holding Foreign Companies Accountable Act and keep it in the back of your mind about the impact that could happen at any time with these stocks when people get worried that they might be delisted from the U.S. exchanges. I want you to pay very close attention to that law. Keep track of the updates on it, because no matter how much we love some of these Chinese companies, the issue may be out of our hands if they get delisted. As for me and my own portfolio, I'm going to continue to sit on the sidelines and hold off from adding any Chinese stocks back into my stock portfolio. Let me know in the comments if you think today was the turnaround day for Chinese stocks and what you plan to do with them in your portfolio. Are you going to buy, sell, or stay on the sidelines? Don't forget to buy and hold that subscribe button if you got value out of today's video, and I will see you on the next one.